Natalia Proops, when you hear the word beauty, what's the first thing that comes into your head or heart?
uh, Fragrant masses of flowers.
Mm,
I once went for a walk here where we live, and there is a forest which surrounds the chateau. And suddenly I saw a very small tree full of flowers. And I said to my husband that this tree is flowering, it looks so gorgeous. And so he did a cutting, and now we have the tree took off around just close by, and it's a mock orange. It's very happy there on the southern side, and we do have masses of white flowers around May, and that's the beauty.
and
It's
that's
on my
beauty.
Instagram account. Actually, I took a photo in May. The
Oh,
masses
yeah.
of flowers.
We have dogwood trees, and we went to Florida for, oh, like, I think we arrived back like February 19th. So we get this mini spring here, and then we dive back into winter. So and we pulled in, and all the dogwood trees were in full bloom, the white ones, pink ones, and it was just so breathtaking, so beautiful. I'm like, and especially just coming off of winter like that, it's just the beauty. It's so green here when we do have the leaves on the trees. The grass stays green all winter. So you can imagine how much green we have. And then when when the trees flower like that, it's such a nice break. And then boom, back into winter. The crocuses will come up, those really hardy flowers from bulbs, they'll come up too. So, and it's just so beautiful. I love it. Okay, so beauty and colors and sounds. What comes up for you when you think about that?
Yes, sounds again what I said before, the Tchaikovsky music for ballet Nutcracker.
Yes, you had gone to the Nutcracker as a child. Mm.
Sounds of birds outside here,
Mm.
especially in spring.
Yeah, yeah. We even have night birds here. I don't appreciate them. All night long. Do you have night birds?
Yes, we do.
Oh,
Yes,
you do?
we have owls as well.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That can get you too. All right, let's get back to beauty. That's so beautiful
They're
sometimes.
yes, they're called. I think in Ayurveda, what I studied with Deepak Chopra and Chopra Foundation, they are primordial sounds of nature, and they're very good for us.
Yes, yes,
When
indeed.
when I did a class with my clients, and they had to close their eyes and listen to different sounds, they're still very depends on the person how they perceive sounds, depending on what memories they have. But generally
Yes.
speaking, nature sounds, birds.
Another thing with sounds, if they're consistent, that's one thing. When they're inconsistent, that throws off our nervous system, and then it's like, oh, there's something to fear. And yeah,
Yeah,
inconsistency is
so
humans just don't take well to that.
unpredictable sounds as well. Yes, that's right.
Unpredictable sounds. Those are the words. I love it. Okay, and how about colors?
Colors.
What comes up for you?
It's when we did a soul exercise with you, and I was I was very pleased to discover that colors, iridescent colors for me, pastel iridescent colors. And I think designer Giorgio Armani does it very well in his runway shows.
Hmm.
And we have a artist and a concert pianist who is over 90 here, who also has a castle close by, and we had a trip with our cultural circle to see her, and she was wearing exactly these types of colors as a jacket, and she looks like
Nice.
a colibri.
Love it. And
So
isn't it a Christian Dior kind of tradition to pick, was it lilies of the valley or something, and give them to each
yes,
other in the
that's a
spring?
beautiful preference. Yes, that was his fetish flower.
Oh,
And
well,
that
I was gonna say just outside my bedroom window, I had lilies of the valley. I love them. They're so sweet and little bells. And then mint. And my mom would make a chocolate cake and she'd make a meringue frosting. She'd put purple pansies and mint leaves, to make it look like kind of the leaves of the pansies in a way on it. And she put mint in the frosting was a meringue frosting, and I actually liked the cake better a day or two old because that's the kind of sticky frosting would turn crisp and it just kind of melt in my mouth. It was awesome.
In France, actually, lily of the valley is the flower of happiness. The perfume by the perfume of Christian Dior at the time was imitation of lily of the valley because it's impossible to extract the essence. It's what's called les fleurs muettes, so flowers which don't really give up their essence.
Okay.
Had to be recreated.
Nice.
And it's a beautiful perfume which still obviously you can buy, and that was really absolute love of his life of Christian Dior.
Okay. That brings the story full circle, doesn't it? I love it. And you love fragrances. You've studied fragrances.
I absolutely love fragrances. And so in France, on the 1st of May, that is a happiness day as well as International Workers' Day.
I love it. And it's really cool that you brought that up about the happiness because I've been known as this happy child, and my brother one of his sons just had a baby, and he's actually 2 now, and like he's just been such a happy baby, happy child. And my mom was like, just like you. So this whole happy child thing is really coming out again. I'm hearing it over and over now. I love it. And is there anything you want to tell us that you've learned from studying fragrances that really moved you, or is this kind of like an interesting thing people go, oh, I didn't know that?
Yes. I think I was for the past few years, quite a few years, I was looking, that's personal story, for a perfect rose for myself.
Okay.
And I really tested a lot of perfumes. A lot of them have things added to the rose. So I didn't want a synthetic rose. I really wanted a real rose, and it was quite a challenge. So I've just discovered it. And I just had it for Valentine's present, St. Valentine's Day.
A fragrance of a real rose is what you were going after, and you found a fragrance that has that
à la rose, and the perfumer who created it currently has been hired by Christian Dior to work on their signature perfume, J'adore Dior.
Nice.
He had his own house, perfume house, called Maison de Francis Coquelin. And then he created, before his own house, he created really famous fragrances for a number of designers, including Jean-Paul Gaultier, including Armani, and a few others.
Wow.
And he's a rich son who has a brand called Juliet Has a Gun.
Okay, then. I love it. Okay, so food. Oh my gosh. You are so good with food, and you've studied Ayurvedic. You want to talk about Ayurveda? How do you say
it? Ayurveda, the science of life.
Which includes food, right?
Yes, I think the food which I cook, looking back, yes, I certainly did different cooking schools, and my family was very in love with Asian cooking, with Indian, Malaysian, and a little bit of Thai. I prefer to cook meals of countries where I have actually been.
Oh, okay. How fun.
In France, Moroccan food is very well known and beautifully cooked, but because I've never been there, so I don't have, I don't cook it very well.
Right.
I don't have the confidence. I think what I ended up cooking is a spa type cooking, because I can analyze persons' mind-body constitution and what kind of imbalance that's Ayurvedic terms they have right now, which may be a little bit different from their original mind-body constitution. And
right.
Then I can adjust the meals I can prepare for them. My friends, for example, dinner parties we have.
Yeah. Or even
Uh,
clients on a one-to-one retreat. I
Clients,
love
yes.
that. That's so cool.
According to first of all what cuisine they like, and of course what allergies they may have, and that I had to learn from my Rotary Chef de Protocol job when I had a mission, rather, when I had to organize dinners for them
Mhm.
with restaurants. So I had
Yeah.
need to know allergies as well, and then you can also and you can superimpose all this and create a meal which will be probably like a spa meal,
Wow.
but delicious. Yes. For example, you can also have several people, say in a family or group of friends, who may have different requirements, and you can have the same dish with slight variations for each
Yeah, I
person.
love that. That's
One enjoys
perfect. Yeah.
something
My
they say,
husband and I have different blood types, so we found out that if we just ate for the A blood type and took out the very few things I can't have from it, it's perfect. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. I love talking about beauty with you.
thank you.